The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the regular council meeting of November 24th, 2025. We'll bring it to order. Up first, presentations. Mr. Brandon Frank, outdoor rink on green space, Nicholson North. Please step up to the microphone there, turn it on, and the floor is yours.
Perfect, thank you. Good evening. My name is Brandon Frank, for those that don't know me. Dear members of City Council, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to formally propose the temporary use of the green space on Nicholson Road at the entrance of Lim Prime as a community outdoor rink for the upcoming winter season. The space has been unused for some time and it presents an ideal opportunity to create a safe, family-friendly recreational area that would benefit residents of all ages. The proposed rink would be volunteer-driven, community-managed project requiring minimal infrastructure, primarily a leveled ice surface, simple for perimeter boards and access for water for flooding. The residents closest to the proposed site have been consulted and are fully supportive of the project. In addition, we have been fortunate to receive a generous donation of rink boards from a previous community rink, which significantly helps reduce setup costs. Volunteers from the neighborhood are also prepared to assist with installation, flooding, and maintenance throughout the season. We are committed to ensuring the rink is responsibly maintained, that the noise and hours of use are reasonable, and the city guidelines regarding the safety and liability are followed. We're happy to work with the city staff to address any questions or concerns. I kindly ask council to consider approving this proposal so that preparations can begin before the ground freezes. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Excellent, thank you for that. We'll just open the floor to questions. Councilor Robert.
Thank you for coming in. I think this is a great idea. It's a great spot. I just had one concern from someone in the neighborhood who asked about pucks flying out. They were wondering if there's going to be any netting set up around it?
No, what we had talked about, we'd set up how those rusty deuce boards used to be on the road. We'd put up the higher level there, just like they did at the other rink.
Okay.
So that's our hopes of the space in there. We would be able to block that off.
So in your preference is that it does go to the further spot versus the closer to the road? We
were looking at staying closer to the road, but we're open to whatever anyone feels is better. It's completely up to you guys if you approve this. So if we went on that kind of angle, then we definitely would have probably the best for not interfering with any traffic or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Councillor Laser.
Thank you. What are the requirements for water? Does it need to be hauled in, or is there a city access point?
Thank you, Councilor Oliza. So we are looking, there is some irrigation lines over there. We're trying to see if they'll be suitable for it. There is a hydrant there, but we also don't want to run a hydrant in the winter for potential issues. We have understood that the Firefighters Association may be able to pay and haul the water there to create the ice surface there. We also do have a water truck. So it's something we can definitely get to that location for in that area. I do know some of the neighbors have been approached that if needed for a small flood that they'd be able to tie on to them as well. So from my understanding, I don't think that will be an issue for us to resolve.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Councillor Johnson.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea, Brandon, and it's good, healthy activity for the winter months for participation and getting out, all ages, right? Yep. Young and old. Lighting at night, do you have plans for lighting?
We don't. We actually just wanted to kind of see how it went in our area, and I mean, maybe that's a better thing, that the first trial run is once it gets dark, it's shut down for the night kind of thing. And if it takes off, then we can kind of go from there, but I don't plan on having any generators set up for the year with lights going. I just want to kind of ease into the neighborhood there.
So these boards are from Rusty Deuce?
Correct.
And these boards, when you put them up, do you have to pin them down into the ground?
Yes, we do. So I met with Shannon and the foreman out there the other day. They said, like, we will do a one call obviously for the main utilities, and we're gonna probably be taking a chance with the irrigation lines for the year, if we were to hit anything there, so.
Yeah, that was my concern is dial before you dig, get a hold of SaskTel and
Yeah.
SaskPower, you know where the utilities are so you don't pin into them.
Shannon was actually filing a one call, I believe, this past week to make sure everything got marked out there
Yeah,
before
'cause
we did anything.
There was that utility box that I noticed there, that's SaskTel and who knows where the lines run
Yeah.
underground in that area, so.
Yeah, until we see those clearly marked, I guess we don't have a full understanding where we can put that or the size we can do, but those are kind of the two spots we looked at when we were there.
What's that big black hose that comes out in the middle there? Is that supposed to be?
She told me it's a proposed water line.
Right.
Yeah, so at one point, to Councillor Johnson, at one point there was a discussion of putting a water feature and some walking paths in there. We were looking for community donations from service clubs and just never got it, but it was kind of plumbed in so we could put something there.
Okay, thank you.
Councillor Verba.
Thank you, Worship. I will make the recommendation that we proceed with allowing the group to put their boards up and have your ice rink this winter, and then we'll revisit it in the spring and see if there's any issues.
Do we have a seconder? Councillor Elliott. Last chance for questions, comments. Councillor Elliott.
Just one comment. With a couple of decades of working with the Kinsmen to put up the boards before we went to the permanent situation, we never bothered with anchors into the ground. It's once they're up, they're not going anywhere. And mind you, it was pretty heavy bolts that we were using.
Yeah.
Holding them together, but you might save yourself a whole lot of trouble because you got to get them back up out in the spring. So
Yeah.
I would maybe even possibly avoid doing that.
Our biggest thing over there that Shannon and the team brought up is that it's super windy right in there. So just so that we'll look at it if they stand up sturdy while they go up, but I just don't want to have a rink that's standing one day and the wind comes in off the field there and blows it down. So definitely appreciate that feedback.
Perfect. No other questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor? There you be.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming in
Yeah.
tonight.
Have a good night.
Excellent. Let's keep rolling. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented? Councillor Verba, seconded by Councillor Dubowski. Questions, comments? All in favor? Carried. And we have a motion to accept the minutes of the regular meeting held November 10th, 2025. Councillor Elliott, seconded by Councillor Mouse. Questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Original communications, delegations, and petition 2026 council meeting schedule. Do we have a motion to accept? Councillor Leeser, seconded by Councillor Dubowski. Questions, comments? Councillor Leeser.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just a reminder to the community that now that this is set, any additions to the agenda can be made by contacting the city clerk the Wednesday prior to the upcoming meeting, and that gives sufficient time for management and council to review any information before the next meeting.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Any other questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor? We have our schedule. Up next, appointment of city clerk and privacy officer Joss Shiddaby. Do we have a motion to accept Mr. Shiddaby as our new city clerk? Councillor Mouse, seconded by Councillor Elliott. Questions, comments? Councillor Mouse.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Cernick. I'd just like to welcome Josh and wish him all the best for the future and lots of luck.
Can't get out now.
You're in here now, you got no chance to run.
Excellent, excellent. Anybody else, questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, GFL report, October 2025. Do we have a motion to accept? Councillor Dubowski, seconded by Councillor Verba. Questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor? GFL report, gone. Written reports of committee, Sewers Valley Museum Board minutes of October 2025. Do we have a motion to accept these? Councillor Dubowski, seconded by Councillor Elliott. Questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Estevan Art Gallery Museum Board minutes, October 2025. Do we have a motion to accept these? Councillor Dubowski, second by Councillor Mouse. Questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Southeast Transportation Minutes, October 25. Do we have a motion to accept these? Councillor Johnson, seconded by Councillor Mouse. Questions, comments out there? Councillor Mouse.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Cernick. I don't understand what the various priorities mean. Is there any way of finding out what they sort of refer to?
Sorry, Councillor Mouse, what priorities are you asking about?
Legend, and then it lists them.
On the back with all those maps?
Yeah, exactly. And there's a bunch of different priorities of what those various priorities sort of mean.
Well, those priorities are basically listing and trying to explain all the highways in Saskatchewan and which ones are so important that the Department of Transportation is always focused on them as being key highways, and we always have to have them at the top of our listing. It doesn't pertain much to the southeast, mainly because we have a map basically of Estevan. We know the ones around our area there in the southeast that are important, Highway 39, Highway 47, and those issues. Those are the ones we usually talk about. But you get into these other different, I'm going to say the transportation planning committees in different areas, they all list their maps. And I can ask more about what they mean. I have a meeting tomorrow with them in Carlisle. But this is the first time I've seen that many listed, and all of the province too. But that's what it is key on, is basically upkeeping those big highways, how much we have to look after, and how much, I guess, new roadways are always being talked about, I guess. So I wasn't at the last few meetings because I've been busy at other engagements and stuff like that, but I will ask definitely a lot about what a lot of them mean going forward.
Excellent.
Does that answer your question, Councilor
Yeah, thank
Moss?
you.
Thanks.
Excellent. Any other questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Executive reports, none. Bylaws. Inquiries, Councillor Veroba.
Thank you, Your Worship. I did have one concern that was called in just last week, actually, regarding a dog attack on George Street. Just a reminder that basically to keep your pets under control, especially if your children have them on leash or if they're running wild. But I did recommend to the lady who was walking her dog that she contact the city police, and I also passed the concern on to bylaw. So if that does happen to you, please report it so that they can keep track of those animals. Also, I attended on behalf with the city of Estevan, Festival of Trees. It was well attended. They had beautiful trees that were decorated, and also a lot of people there supported our business community. We're in full support, and so we're just everyday people. And so that was good to see. And also the Estevan Art Gallery Museum have their annual Wine Survivor fundraiser happening soon. So it'll be the 12 days of Christmas. And I think you just contact anyone on the board or the art gallery themselves, and Ty will help you. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have this week.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Councillor Mouse. Councillor Elliott. Treasurer. Councillor Dubowski.
Thank you, Your Worship. Councillor Veroba took mine.
Stole your thunder, Councillor Johnson.
I'd just like to comment on all the trees that are being trimmed around the city, especially on King Street and areas. It's looking good. Long time overdue. I know we got a big bunch of trees that need grooming in Estevan. We've attacked some of them basically up at the Estevan Cemetery. But King Street's looking good. It's shaping up. And I'm not too sure exactly when the cutoff's going to be for the end of the year here, but we kind of keep busy at it and keep pruning. There's quite a few deadfall and ones that are affecting power lines and lighting in the city of Estevan, and also walkways, in and around walkways where people like to use those walkways, and it looks a lot better on King Street though. Much way better. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. What was the guesstimate of how many city trees we own?
3,000.
We got a lot of trees to go for sure. Yeah, thank you for that. Councillor Veroba.
Thank you, Worship. just to go to turn here, just a comment for Councillor Johnson, is that is another reason to call into bylaw, is if you are out walking and you see a tree or a bush that's taking over the sidewalk, just go online, there's a comment on City of Estevan webpage, you can tell bylaw, and then they'll reach out to the homeowner and just ask them to trim that tree, and then that way is a good way to keep up on top of it, because the city staff can't get to all of them, but people who are out walking will definitely see them.
And the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right, Councillor Verhoeven? Councillor Leeser.
Thank you. Been downtown recently. The Christmas lights are starting to get put into place. Businesses are decorating. Moonlight Madness is happening downtown on December the 4th from 4 until 9 p.m., which is a great opportunity to get out and see what 4th Street looks like now that the project is wrapping up. And then Miracle on 4th Street is Saturday, December the 13th, and it is designed for all ages to spend time together before Christmas, do a little bit of shopping, but also just enjoy time as a community.
Excellent. City Manager.
Nothing to add, Your Worship.
City Clerk.
Nothing to add, Your Worship.
How's it sound?
Decent.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, so, the last 2 weeks, there's always something to do in this city for sure. The Legion put on a very nice Remembrance Day once again. Very well attended. Like, that gymnasium was damn near full. So that was good to see. We met with the three chiefs of our First Nations around us, Ocean Man, Pheasant Rump, and White Bear. So I see a relationship going forward there. As mentioned, the Festival of Trees happened. SUMA had their city managers meeting. So there's all sorts of things happening, and everybody's jealous of Estevan everywhere we go. Right, City Manager?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So with that, can we have a motion to move into committee? Councillor Verhoeven, second by Councillor Mouse. All in favor? We're in committee. Thank you.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today